First Amendment. Under the Tinker Standard, schools may not censor student speech unless it is disruptive to the classroom setting. Under the Hazelwood Standard, schools may censor student speech so long as it is, one, during a school-sponsored event, and two, they have a legitimate pedagogical concern. Beginning with the school-sponsored event. During school-sponsored events, schools may regulate the time, place, and manner of student speech. The court in Hazelwood defined student-sponsored events as expressive activities that others might reasonably believe bear the imprimatur of the school and may fairly be characterized as part of the school curriculum whether or not they occur in the traditional classroom setting, as long as they are supervised by faculty and designed to impart knowledge or skills. Breast Cancer Awareness Day was a school-sanctioned event put on by the school, occurring during school hours, supervised by teachers in order to spread awareness among students about the danger of breast cancer. By the definition set forth in Hazelwood, this is a school-sponsored event. During this event, teachers and faculty chose a particular teaching method. The teaching method was to reflect the seriousness of the illness and the epidemic that faces America. The student chose to wear apparel contrary to that teaching method in order to make light of the situation Schools have the authority to regulate teaching methods, to prohibit speech in consideration of the age and maturity of younger students who may be exposed to the method. This was the ruling in Bethel School District v. Frazier. As I mentioned before, the bracelet was reflective of a separate teaching method, one that made light of a serious situation in an attempt to make it seem less frightening. However, it was also inappropriate for the school setting. There were younger students, it was distracting. Ms. Granger herself admitted that she received inappropriate or lewd comments from a fellow student while wearing the bracelet. The second part of the Hazelwood Standard is the legitimate pedagogical concern, which speaks to why Principal Riddle felt the need to censor this word. And simply the answer is there was a problem in the school with inappropriate and lewd comments and inappropriate touching in the past. In order to confront this problem, they've censored a series of words and all sexually suggestive slogans. In anticipation of Breast Cancer Awareness Day, the school board felt that the increased number of these bracelets would increase the amount of sexually suggestive comments and therefore ban them, as is their right to do as a school under several standards. According to the Tinker Standard, the school may censor student speech only if it is disruptive to the classroom setting. However, is that my time? I'm sorry.
No.
I can't see that.
Okay, 4.
Under the Tinker Standard, the school may censor student speech if it is disruptive. Inherently, having two separate teaching methods at the same time is disruptive. Should the court decide to instruct attorneys using the Socratic method and one on the channel of judges decided to lecture, that would be disruptive. The school has a duty to enforce its teaching methods in order to maintain a strict teaching environment. In Bethel School District v. Frazier, the court said the process of educating children is not confined to books. I'm sorry, Your Honor, may I have a moment to conclude?
Sure.
In summation, the court should decide to use the Hazelwood standard because it was during a school-sponsored event and there was a legitimate pedagogical concern.